What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Chig coming at you with another World of Warcraft Season of Discovery Gold Guide. Today, I'm going to be showing you one of the most known and pretty decent pickpocket farms. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so you get notified every time we have a new video. And don't forget, we got the Patreon and the merch up now, so check that out if you're interested. Anyway, we are at Durnhold Keep. One of the biggest things here is you will be pickpocketing the syndicate item that is going to be used to get your syndicate rep. So what I recommend doing here, if you need or if you can open battered footlockers, open the battered footlockers, right? So the cool thing about this farm is you can literally just run in circles forever. So make sure you're watching what you're doing. Pick the pocket, go around the mob. Well, make sure you pick the pocket. Got to make sure you get the loot, right? So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be running around in circles. So there's kind of like a little path I follow because it gives all of the mobs time to reset. And if you guys want to hang out and watch what I'm doing, I will show you the path. This is the way. All right, so here's the first thing we're looking for, Syndicate Emblem. This is literally just used for rogues. As you can see, it's soulbound. What that is going to be used for is after you do your rogue quest. I haven't turned mine in because I wanted to wait till after this. After you do the Manor Ravenholt, you can then start turning these in for Ravenholt rep. Now, we don't know for sure yet, but with the way Season of Discovery works, there is a pretty good chance that with Ravenholt rep, there may be a rune attached to it later. Hint, hint. So, if you've got some time and you want to do some pickpocketing and you want to make a little gold and you want to do a little ganking, my 2 pennies is come down here. So what I will do is I will show you the path that I follow, which is actually really easy. As you can see, you get battered junk boxes here too. We will talk about the ooh, somebody else is here pickpocketing. Okay, look at that. How about that? So I will show you some of the things that we're doing. I'm gonna jump down because I think it might be might need to let those reset. So some of the items that these guys are going to be dropping. Obviously, you can see that we are getting the syndicate emblems. We're going to be getting the food as normal. We're going to be getting battered junk boxes. All of these things are things that we are going to be vendoring for the most part. We love battered junk boxes because they can have items in them that actually sell for decent. As you can see too, what I would recommend is making sure you use your distract if you need to, making sure you are getting all of the pickpockets you can. See where you're filling up on those super fast. See that? Also, battered footlockers. Open these. It's going to help level up your pickpocketing, or your, not pickpocketing, but your lockpicking if you don't have it leveled up all the way already. And it's also, they can have items in them. They don't have a lot of super valuable items, but free items are free items, right? So what I recommend doing is just making sure you pickpocket every mob. So what I normally do is go around, and since some of these mobs have already had their pockets picked, what I normally do is I go around the top, come down these stairs, make this loop, get all of these mobs. Oh, well, there's the guy that's pickpocketing. Get all of these mobs, go into each little house, get all of those mobs, go around, and then I will show you where I go up on the other side. So on the other side, what you do, there's a tree that is downed over there that you can just walk up. So what I do is when I do the tree, so after you're done pickpocketing all the mobs, you go around, you go up the tree, and then you go around to the side. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to check these mobs out here to see if they've had their pockets picked, because maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Okay, so looks like this guy's just picking pockets as he runs by and he's doing this quest. So if I see him, I am going to gank him, so you might get to see some PvP on this video as well. Yeah, just keep pickpocketing, just keep pickpocketing, just keep pickpocketing. You're going to walk around anytime you need to. So if there's a big group of mobs, I will typically use my distract. Also, if you are in this situation where there are people doing things that are, you know, detrimental to you getting more pickpockets, like, you know, pickpocketing your mobs. As you can see too, Sometimes it will be worth it to take out the mobs to get the boxes. I mean, do that. Get the boxes because it's still just free loot, right? So if you're in a position where you can do that, please do that because it is going to not only level up your lockpicking, but it's also going to be giving you more items, more money, because they do all have raw silvers. Everything you open basically will give you a raw silver. Every mob you pickpocket is going to give you raw silver. Everything you do is not only giving you raw silver, but is also giving you the chance to get items. So that's something you got to consider. You know, like part of this is consistent silver, 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 silver. And then part of this is also RNG of can you get this, can you get that, can you get the other. As you can see, when we don't have empty pockets, like our bag is filling up quick. Check this out. We've already got 7 of the boxes. We've already got 16 syndicate emblems to turn in for reputation. We're just doing everything we need to be doing. And this is just one of those like, okay, you're a rogue. If you're not doing this, you're doing it wrong, right? Like get out here, do this farm. Now this isn't one of the most lucrative farms, but that being said, it is always going to be steady money. It is always going to be steady everything, right? So here's where you go up, right? So you go up this tree. Whoop. Well, you try to go up the tree. Apparently, I am not able to climb today. All right. So, and then you can go right back to the start. You go around here to the left. And then you got more mobs to pickpocket, right? And then we're go. And then what this does, it does exactly what I told you it would do. It lets you bring right back around to the start. You see, there's the entrance we came in. There's mobs the whole time. And then, so since this mob's over here by himself, I'm just going to dunk him. And then, well, that battered footlocker is a little bit too high level for me. So I'm not going to open that one, see? But you will be able to get your pickpocketing all the way up down here. Your lockpicking, rather. Because there are some of the boxes are going to be red and some of them are going to be not red. So some of them are going to be footlockers and some of them are going to be dented footlockers. So you're going to be able to do both. So you see here, we have made the full loop. We are back where we started. And obviously, if you know you're uncontested and you're able to do everything, you're going to be able to go up and around and get all of the mobs. But this was the very first mob we pickpocketed. Let's see if its pocket is unpicked. Bang, check it out. Unpicked, right? So we just made the full loop, did the whole thing. Took less than 10 minutes. It took, well, I've only been recording for 7 minutes and 50 seconds. So it took about 7 minutes. All the mobs are already going to have their pockets refilled. So when the mobs are isolated, go ahead and take them out because obviously you get cloth, you get items, you get potions, and they got the good drop rates and stuff, right? So let me go ahead and show you what the drop table is for these guys. And then I will sign off and let you guys check it out. All right, so we're down here in Durnhold, right? So you get a lot of different things that are good here. Lots of greens. It's got a pretty decent green loot table, right? You can get some random things that are pretty good, that sell pretty good. You can get some rings. You can get some cloaks. You can get some patterns that drop off of these guys. Little Timmy's pea shooter's a good one to sell. Mage Fist gloves. This is one of the best gloves to sell. Sky collar's a really good wand. You can get bags. You can get shoulders. You can get all kinds of things, right? So their mob drop is decent, right, for starters. And then, you know, Demon Band, that's a really good level 19 ring, right? Check that out. And then there's lots of different things you can get, lots of patterns, blah, 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 right? Dark Weave Pants, Starlight Tunic, and then you got some grays. And then your pickpocketing, they have a pretty big pickpocket table. So Syndicate Emblem, we're going to be picking these up for rep. Told you about that. Battered junk boxes, decent drop rate, doing really good. Small pocket watch, free silvers, foods, healing potions. As always, healing potions are my favorite because they're the easiest to sell. Lesser Moonstone and Masagati. These can either sell in the auction house for a couple more silvers, or you can just vendor them for decent money too. But this is just a super easy, super good farm, guys. Get out there and knock this one out. Make sure you're doing this. Make sure you're getting your rep up because I have a feeling that we are going to be needing this rep for a rune in the not so distant future. Anyway, this has been the Chig. I will catch you guys in the next one, and happy pickpocketing.